with the release of necromancy, this will be a guide for the city of easy task set. For here, it does help to have ashes, vial of water, impure essence, which does require the quest Mythos quest completed, lesser necroplasm, and it does help to have ensouled bar. First off, go north of the Drainer Lodestone and enter the underworld portal. Once we are here, let's go east to the ritual site. For here, there is actually 2 achievements you want to do, and pretty much you just want to replace the focus. And for instance, right here, when you replace the focus, well, I can't do that right now since I just started the ritual by accident, but you want to make the ectoplasm souls, which does require a type of bone, in which case you do have a chance while you are doing rituals to get a weird ritual focus object at the end of every single ritual. It's not guaranteed, it's just a small chance, in which case you'll do these rituals, which yet again is another little task for, and that would be to at least do one of the random events, which could be the Wandering Ghost, which is by far the easiest, but make sure you click where the ghost will go first, and then click on the ghost. Otherwise, pathing will path you to where the ghost was when you clicked it. Another one could be like the little moth that does spawn most likely to the west and east of you, or one of the glyphs north of you will have a weird glow shine to it, in which case you just want to click onto that. And then when you do that one event, you'll get the achievement. And then keep doing this ritual over and over until you get a ritual focus, which, now that this ritual is done, you want to go southwest into this ritual chest. Keep doing it, but I did get the wrong rewards. You will want to be basically looking for these items: a fragile memento, a robust memento, or a broken momentum, in which case you just add it to the little storage I am. Now, while you are here, it does help to make an ensouled bar, which, let's remove this focus from the pedestal. Focus. And then we can go to the lesser ensouled material. Make sure to click the lesser ensouled bar so that we make a lesser ensouled bar. For this, you will need the 2 elemental ones and 1 change 1. In which case you do that ritual, go to the chest and claim that ensouled bar. Now, for the other ones, let's go east. While we are running east, just past the bridge, you do have access to unlocking the Lodestone if you would like. But directly north of the bridge is the trading shop, which is Loop, and you will want to talk to her, as that is an achievement. So let's trade her, and pretty much you can just buy everything. The ritual candles are pretty handy, but mostly you'll be using the ghostly ink, and if you are an iron and you do plan to make the runes, you will need a ton of weak necroplasm to make the lesser, which you do have to make a ritual for that, as well as you do need 40. Now, directly here, go east, because this is going to be a very annoying one. Once you're in this building, Here we go. You want to climb the stairs. It has a horrible click box in my opinion. So once you get your mouse there, you climb up the stairs. And you want to run south. Click on the minimap, as it's pretty hard to tell that the little scaffolding is there. Now once you're here, you should have gotten another achievement, which is pretty much a view of the whole area, and I believe it will be called a view to die for. In which case now, run back north and climb down. Okay, there we go, got the stairs. Now next up, depending if you did the ritual for the lesser necroplasm, which again requires the weak, you need to make that focus the correct ritual, in which case we click on it. You'll need a vial of water, 1 ash, and 20 lesser necroplasm. Make it, and you should get another achievement. Next up, you go south. And if you ever get lost, you can click on the minimap. Keep going southwest. And then we'll be going to the armor shop. This is to get your free armor as well. Now, instead of the shop option, you want to speak to him, and if this is your first ever time, he will give you a full set of armor for free. If not, hit option 1 if you want to buy another, and for here, pretty much just buy the full set, which is tier 10. Once you do have that, let's make our way to the anvil furnace, and granted that your necromancy is about level 20 or so, you should be fine, as we will be upgrading that armor. So now you could have went to the Lodestone and then went east. Go north. Continue to go north. Once you have completed the Khalid's row, you have access to talking to Khalid, and then ask for option 1, how to upgrade your equipment through upgrade task. Now for players that are unaware, to make the lesser unsold bar, we need to go to a furnace, click on any type of ore, and in the middle, go to the specialist ore, in which case you want to make the lesser unsold bars. Go to the ritual and focus that so you get an ensouled bar. After you do have the ensouled bar, go to the forge nearby, and you will have access to this. Now, I did not actually buy the lantern, but this is how you do make that tier 20. Granted, you do have the task completed from Keely. Now, go north, and this will be how to create runes. Granted, you have completed the quest Rune Mythos. Now, you will need the Impure Essence, which, again, you will need to do Ritual Sites for. And then just north of the Kali, it's a bit of running, but you can click on the minimap. And you want to click on the Dark Portal. Once you are here, run north and craft the Spirit Altar. Once you have done this, there we go. You have completed the Nobody Tell Guthix. Now that we're here, pretty much go back and teleport to the dark altar and then just go to the bank. Now next up will be combat ones, which can be quite annoying. So go pretty much south of the bank. Keep going south. And you want to keep going south pretty much all the way, because within the last city there will be a little chapel, in which case you will want to speak to a ghost. I believe her name is Selena. So talk to her. Talk to her. Now I did accidentally learn how to do it, but I believe it's like, tell me about the necromantic prayers, in which case she will tell you about that. And then you should have completed another achievement. Now for here, continue to go, let me see, I believe it's south. Let me check the world map real quick. And, okay, yeah, perfect. It is south. With your armor, okay, now with your armor, you want to go to the dungeon icon, which it's not shown on the physical mini-map, but it's shown in the world map. In which case, once you're here, you want to enter the large cave opening and go east. This is also a great training spot from 20 to about 30 necromancy. Once you're here, you can attack a ghostly troll, in which case, I mean, they're pretty weak. As you can tell, they have 1800 health. And then once you do kill it, that is another achievement completed. But depending on, let's say, your necromancy level, you might accidentally like 4 or 5 hit it, in which case you can get another achievement, and that would be by using the Finger of Death ability, which has a cooldown of 14 seconds and it generates 4 necrosis. Once you have enough corrosives, you actually need to use the Finger of Death. So you need to fight a monster that will take you about 15 seconds or more. Just make sure the first ability is Death of Touch and that they survive, so you get 4 necrosis. Then 14 seconds later, you'll have 8 necrosis, in which case you can use the Finger of Death. I did this when I was a very low level because I was not 4 or 5 hitting the troll. So it's pretty much RNG, or pretty much attack something that has a lot of health so that you're able to use that ability. As for the last achievement, you'll want to teleport to Lumbridge. Now this one is going to be a very hard one, because again, depending on your level, you won't have enough time to summon a skeleton warrior at the Lumbridge catacombs. So, for here, let's go south. In your settings, go to settings, controls, and then scroll down pretty much all the way, and you see my target cycle forwards. It's the letter P. This is going to help it a lot. So now let's enter the catacombs, climb down the stairs, climb down another set of stairs, and we'll be running into the dungeon. Pretty much want to run pretty much halfway through the dungeon so that you're able to see these skeletons, which someone is here, and make sure to have the Conjurer Skeleton Warrior at your first ability. Hit the letter P so that your target cycle, and then your ability. in which case it should summon it, and voila, you have completed My Skeleton Can Beat Up Your Skeleton, in which case I have completed the easy task assignment. A lot of players have been having an issue with that because they do not target cycle, in which case when they click it, they kind of kill the skeleton. So it's very important to hit that target cycle button. Now, let's make our way back to the underworld portal. Go through the portal. And we'll be speaking to my guy, Ikarum, which conveniently he is right here. So, let's speak to him. And he's like, okay, he keeps the eye on the area, in which case you can just spacebar until you finally get to the option. Okay, there we go. Hit option 4. Talk about the task system. And then option 2, can I claim my reward for you for completing the easy assignment? Now, when we do complete it, we'll get an antique lamp that gives 2000 XP, which does not work on necromancy. And we'll get a Tomb of which is a pocket slot item. And the stats are, I don't want to say good, but we have free teleports to the Smithy NPC 10 times a day. Dropped bones and big bones will be sent to our focus storage. We have a 10% chance to make a 4-dose necromancy potion while we are in the city. 2.5% chance per essence to receive extra runes when we do runecraft, and plus 3% XP from ritual disturbances. And to use the teleport, you can either wear it, then right click Smithy, and you can also toggle it. And this is a way to get to this NPC as you'll be teleporting. Well, you'll be running here, upgrading your gear every 10 levels, which is quite annoying, but you get free 10 teleports. And it does pretty work interesting, because let's say you're making runes, this is 10 teleports back to the bank, which does help in the long run. But with that, thank you all so much for watching this guide for the easy task set for the city of Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as it really does help.